Year's Eve Ghost Stories, Part 1 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on December 31st, 2020.
Hello, Master.
Today, is it New Year yet? Can you hear me?
Yes, Master.
Is it New Year already?
Not yet. No.
Tomorrow, right?
Yes, tomorrow.
Okay, doesn't matter, right? Does it?
No, Master.
Doesn't matter for us because we are working every day. Every day is a New Year day.
Yes.
You know, we're hectic, busy, and excited. Excited. Adrenaline running, yeah? Because we work a lot. Are you still happy, yeah?
Yes, Master. Thank you.
New Year or old year, I forgot to turn on my mobile phone now. Again, it's working now, I hope. Yeah, it's blinking. So that means we are recording. I'm recording. That's a requirement of your brother, whoever that is. He say, you must record. I must record on my iPhone so that he can do something. You know, maybe to transfer it into like a, hey, somebody stay in front of the camera. Yeah. Or is it me? Oh, yeah, I cover my camera. So, I envy Sakyamuni Buddha and the other masters in the past because I didn't have to do so much. Yeah. Can imagine that life is more relaxed for us, eh?
Yes, Master.
For all of you, no?
Yes, Master.
For me too, no? Yeah, the Buddha just went out in the morning to take some food, to ask for some food, and then, oh, what's happening? Sorry guys. I did something that shut it off. I'm going to turn it back on, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
I have to call your brother, the one who controls my life. I call him first, I call you back, yeah?
Yes, Master.
I don't know if I have to call him back. Just one moment. I could use a mobile to call. Oh, the phone text. What happened? He must be panicking over there. It's okay now?
Not yet.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It is because of my life is complicated. And I don't know how to handle this computer. You don't see me, right?
No, not yet.
Will be seeing me. Can you hear me?
Yes, Master.
And the phone accidentally stepped on the on and off button, huh?
Oh.
That's what happened. But it's going to be okay now. Just be patient, huh?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. I can see you already.
Yes.
Yes, we see you,
Again.
Master.
Yeah, it's all good, yeah?
Yes, we see you.
Oh, good, yeah. The thing is, I'm alone, you know. And I'm very high-tech, that's why. You know how high-tech I am, right?
Yes.
Even last year, I was still using the, what I call in Chinese, you know, 傻瓜 phone. I mean, dum-dum. You know, old-fashioned phone, yeah. So I'm learning very fast, yeah?
Yes, Master.
I'm progressing, you know, technically. Awesome. Awesome. Normally, I keep using that small little phone. And then that little phone didn't work because it's out of range, yeah? So then I was forced to use the iPhone, yeah? I mean, smartphone. And that's how I stepped up my level, you know? Technical level. I'm very proud of myself. And now it's getting better all the time. Look at this, huh?
Yes,
I can see you
Very good.
from far away, yeah?
Yes, Master.
I'm better than the kings of old, huh?
Yes, Master.
Because the king don't have this, right? Didn't have this
True.
a long time ago, yeah?
Yes,
Yes,
They
Master.
didn't have what I have right now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
Wonderful, wonderful life. I was thinking how lucky I am, and even though I feel sad these days, you know, I do feel sad, you know, some part of the day when I think of the, you know, suffering beings, yeah, humans and animals. But then, and then I still remember how lucky we are, yeah. You are lucky, no?
Yes, Master. Yes.
I'm not sure if I'm lucky or not, but you're lucky, huh?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Imagine we still work, we still can, huh?
Yes.
I don't have to go out.
Yes, Master.
And then, actually, my little house is so good. I'm so happy because everything is nearby, you know. Only 4 meters, 6 meters with the bathroom and whatever I need is so nearby. I just walk a few steps and I got everything I need, yeah.
Yes.
If I don't have you or SMTV, it would be even more simple. You don't even need this house, just a tent, so you can go anywhere, anytime you want, like old times, yeah?
Yes,
Yes.
Master.
Like when I was younger, huh? Don't tell people that I'm old now, okay, huh? Just trying to see where the light would be better, because it's in front of me. Does it look better or not? Does it look any better for you? No. I forgot to turn on all the lights. I go turn on, I come back, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
We have time, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
Okay, maybe I look better now, huh?
Yes, Master.
How about you? You feel comfortable there?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Yeah? You are so high tech, my God. You can't even record and, how to say, making videotape and everything, my God. You're so advanced. Hmm? Actually, you know, the staff is good, the team is good. The one from abroad and you also good. Because sometimes you surprise me a lot with some of the shows, the show that you put things, you put like, okay, one moment, maybe I move this over there. This is a good thing that we do it ourselves at home, so it doesn't matter what we do, right?
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
We don't have to rush anywhere, don't have to worry too much about anything. Yeah, like this, maybe better like this. It's just that I don't see some of you. No, I can now. I rearrange it. So the camera is not falling down. Oh yeah, why didn't I think about this before? Ah, this is so good. So good. Oh, I don't know where to put this. It's better this way? No, huh?
No, Master. No, Master.
Look at your master. Light technician. I have only one light and
Maybe.
this kind of light that I can move around, but it doesn't look too good. Oh, okay. Because it's short also I cannot move it further. Yeah, never mind. You just keep looking at me, okay? Pass your time. Waiting for your story. The end will be good. Just have to move this light somewhere else. I'll just keep it here. You can see me well?
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Don't hear me, huh? You can see me well or not?
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Master.
Good. Oh dear. This light is incredible. Okay, like that. Doesn't matter. You can make it brighter, right?
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Yeah, that's the thing. You surprised me with many of your how you say the arrangements of the show, you know, like some side clips and all that, you know. I was impressed. Yeah, I'm still impressed nowadays. Those clips, yeah, that goes with the text, and you make it so nice. At one time I remember, just for an example, but they're all good. Like we're talking something about America, and there was an American flag, you know, transparent, but you still can see it's an American flag, you know, like flying in the wind but not covering the background even. It was very nice. Surprise. Who did that? Any of you there? Huh?
Not sure, Master.
Not sure. Okay, me neither. They make two of us. Okay, listen. We have contacted already the author of this book, yeah? The book last time? Tell you, yeah?
Yes, Master.
And of course we asked his permission, yeah? So that we can read this. And the Vietnamese, the overseas team, they're so good. They run around the world to find him. Because he's a Vietnamese and we thought he's in Vietnam, but he's not. They went all the way to North America to find him. Finally caught up with him. And he was very, very happy to let us read it on television. Yeah, I mean for you, and then of course you always air everything about me on television. It's become tradition now. I cannot stop you anymore. He's very happy and he's a very, very kind gentleman. Yeah, he wrote to us that he's very, very happy, you know, to do that. I had a letter and then I also responded through your Vietnamese brothers and sisters. A very nice man, you know, scholarly, very gentlemanly. So he said we can read all three books. Now is my work now. I have to translate. Now I have no excuse anymore. I keep reading. Yeah, I was thinking, it's not really, it's just that I thought our life is short, you know. I do what I can, whenever I can, so that we can, you know, like be together and I can explain to you something through the book. Or you can ask me something, yeah, because of the story. There's always some educational quality about the stories that I read to you.
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
But not today. I'm going to read you a ghost story. It's midnight. I wanted to scare you. So maybe when you go to the bathroom, you look around, okay? Ask somebody come with you or has a big flashlight. Oh, yeah, I'm just kidding. Because it's always too serious, so I'm just reading you one of the ghost stories. Always too serious, so I'm just reading you one of the ghost stories. Originally, I did not mark this story to read it to you. But today I was thinking to read something to you. And then I came upon this page. So I thought, oh, never mind, I'm going to scare them for a change. There are a couple of ghost stories. Actually, one is about a ghost, one is about a snake that became a beautiful woman. Both are kind of out of outer world, you know? It's not like human story. A human, but not only half human story. So, which one you like? The snake or the man with two wives? One ghost and one human.
The snake.
The snake.
Snake? Okay, snake it is. Just because he became a beautiful woman, huh? You watch it. Now. Now it's like this. This is a story about a snake. I have to mark it so I know that I already read it. Mostly I just mark those, you know, religious kind of stories, yeah, about the Jewish tradition and all that. But that we will have time for all that, okay? Today is almost like New Year, huh?
Yes,
and
Master.
After midnight already, right?
Yes.
What time is it? 1:31. Wow. Aren't we good, huh? We really work day and night, no? Okay, so we spare some time today to talk about the snake.
Thank you, Master.
This story happened a few thousand years ago. In Vietnam, we also have a story. I also have a book, and in that book mentioned also several snakes, you know, that became a woman, yeah, and lure the men, yeah, to make trouble for them. Some make trouble, some just to make them fall in love. Okay, this story It's about a troublemaker snake. A few thousand years ago, like long time ago. Yes. There was a handsome young man. He's a horse rider. One time he rode across the desert. And then suddenly he saw one beautiful woman, beautiful girl, standing in the sand. They say in the sand, not on the sand, so maybe she's half buried or something. Maybe she covered her feet. He was so startled because of her beauty. This out of this world beauty. And then he got the coup de foudre. That means say love at first sight, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. That in French, I get coup de foudre, no?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, means you have got the, how to say, the lightning of love. The lightning of love strikes you. And then the girl came up to him, held onto his, the how to say, the rein of the horse.
Yes.
Yeah, and then told him, I love you. Just like that. I love you. You should marry me. Yeah, and make me your wife. He never uttered any words. Yes, no, he just lifted her up and put her on his horse together. And then he brought her back to his house. Then he married her. Yeah. Little did he know, this lady, this girl, was a snake. Yeah. And normally, whenever she saw somebody handsome like him, yeah, she would manifest herself, change, like, how you say, she would transform herself into a beautiful woman. And then she would ask him to marry her and then live with him, whoever that may be. Yes. So he wasn't the only one. Okay, time passed, and then suddenly this handsome young man slowly fell unwell, and then he fell ill, seriously. And day after day, he was getting worse and worse. He became, haggard, skinny, lost weight, and his face lost color. He had nothing much of youth on his being anymore. He went to see many doctors, but none of them can guess or can, diagnose what's wrong with him. Yes. And they also don't know how to cure it because they cannot diagnose what's wrong with him. And because of that, day in, day out, day after day, he became weaker and weaker. Yeah. And losing more and more weight. And his life force seemed to be ebbing out of him. Just like a candle, is having less and less wax now and almost like gone, the light. Scary, no?
Yes.
Oh, aren't you glad you're single?
Yeah.
Me too. I'm not going to look for any beautiful woman in the desert, I'm telling you, after this. One day, it happened that his wife went out, and there was one dervish. You remember dervish, right?
Yes, Master.
The Muslim followers of the branch of what's the name of that then? I forgot.
Sufi.
A Sufi, yeah, a Sufi branch of Muslim, yeah. So one of the followers or the priests went to that area and then happened to pass his house, and he went inside. He went to the door and asking for some alms, yeah, like all the priests do or monks do when they travel, because they don't have money with them. That's how they did in the old days, yeah. Like the Buddhist monks, It's a tradition of the monks. The monks of many traditions, they do that. Yeah, they go before they don't have even a car or no money to go on the horse, so they just walk around and they ask for alms wherever they can. So and he went in front of the door and asked for alms. Then he saw this young man, and he asked him, "Hey, why are you looking so sick like that?" The young man said, "I also don't know. I also don't know. And none of the doctors know what's wrong with me. So they can also not cure me." Yeah. And then day after day, I am getting weaker and weaker. Yeah. I don't know when I will be better at all. Yeah. So the Dervish priest said to him, "Come here. Give me your hand. I have a look." He was looking into his palm, yeah? And he said to him, "Ah, you have a wife, right?" He said, Yes, I am married." So the dervish asked him, "Do you sleep with your wife at night?" The young man said, Of course. "Yeah, but do you ever see your wife get up at midnight and go out of the room?" He said, "No, I never pay attention." So the dervish told him, "I have to tell you something regretfully, that your wife is not a human. She is a snake." Oh, and then the man was very, very aghast. He could not dare to believe it, to believe what the dervish priest said. So and then the dervish priest said to him, "Okay, if you don't believe me, then you can try this and that." Okay? So the man said, "Well, please tell me what to do." So the dervish said, "Okay, you today, when she cooked the soup, you put a lot of salt into her soup. Yes. And then you empty all the water in the house. None of the drop of water should be left. Don't leave any drop of water inside the house. But before that, you hide the key so she cannot go out. Yeah. And before that, you cut one of your fingers. And then you put salt on the wound so that the whole night you will be feeling very painful, so you won't be able to sleep. Okay? Like that you can see if she comes out or do something or not. All right. So, the man did exactly everything like the dervish priest told him. And then he pretended to lie down and sleep immediately. At midnight, his wife woke up, felt that's thirsty, terribly thirsty, because she ate the salty soup that he put some more salt in it. So she got out of the bed and tried to find some water to drink. But every container that for water was all empty. Not even one drop of water in it. So she tried to open the door to go out, but it's useless because no key, and she didn't know where the keys were. And the man pretended to sleep very tightly, didn't see anything. So she tried very hard, and she could not go out, so she lay down on the floor, turned around 3 times, and transformed herself back into a snake so that she could slide out from under the door gap. Okay, so she went out to the well outside, in the garden, and then hung herself down to drink some water from the well. And then she came back inside, transformed herself again into that beautiful lady, and lay next to him. Yeah. slept as usual. The young man, pretend to sleep, but he saw everything. He also did not say anything at all. Next morning, the dervish priest returned to his house and then asked him, "Did you see anything?" The patient said, "Yeah, I saw everything. I understand everything now." And then he told the priest everything that happened with his wife last night. So the priest said to him, "Now you have seen it all with your own eyes, eh? Do you want to get rid of her or not?" So the man said, yes, I want to. Because if he doesn't get rid of her, then he will die. Understand me? He will die sooner or later. Yeah, and very soon. After all his life force has been absorbed by the snake. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes.
And the more she absorbs the human's energy, life energy, the more she becomes stronger. And then she can continue to do her trick. Yeah? Mm-hmm. All right. So the dervish said to him, "Okay, in that case, you listen to me. You tell your wife to bake some cake, some cake. And then you have to light the oven yourself. Yeah, light the oven by yourself. Make the oven hot, as hot as possible, okay? And then when your wife bends down to put the pastry inside to bake it, then you have to push her in the oven and then close the door. Mm. After that, you use, it's cement or something like that, yeah, to seal the door. Mm. Then I will come and tell you what to do next. Yeah. Okay. The young man did exactly what the dervish priest told him, and then waited until the oven was hot as possible, and then his wife bent down to put the pastry in to bake the cake. Then he suddenly got hold of her and threw her inside quickly. The young man did exactly what the dervish priest told him, and then waited until the oven was hot as possible, and then his wife bent down to put the pastry in to bake the cake. Then he suddenly got hold of her and threw her inside quickly. The old ovens, they are big, yeah? Very, very big, yeah? And then they can put something on top to cook and to bake and everything like that. They can bake underneath and cook on top. On top there's a hole also, yeah? Right? If you don't know, then you can look at to some of the Indians when they bake chapatis with the big oven for the public. In some of the ashrams, they have to make very big ovens like that, and many of them, so that they can bake many chapati at the same time. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because in India, when there's a festival or something, many followers come, maybe tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. They have to fit them. You got that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Like the big, very big oven, and on top of that, they would put a very big kind of wok upside down, yeah? And then the woman will prepare the chapati paste and then just put them, laying them on top of these hot dome shaped like woks, and then cook the chapatis, cooking like hundreds at one time. Yeah, oh my God, Indian people are really something. Whenever there's a festival, they're very religious. They come hundreds of thousands, at least tens of thousands, and they can fit them all. Wow. Very simple. Yeah, maybe they just make curry and eat with the chapatis. just like that. And that's nutritious enough already, because the chapatis, they always use in a whole meal, whole meal wheat flour. They don't use that white flour, stuff like that. And in the curry, there are many ingredients in it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's enough nutrition. Yeah, vegetables and protein stuff like peas and beans, potatoes, yeah, carrots, and other vegetables. They mix together. It's nutritious enough. Curry and chapati. And then people just sit on the floor, yeah, in different many rows like that, and they just come. One puts the chapati, the other one just pour on the curry. Yeah, that's very organized and very simple, very quick, and people are happy. Yes, to eat in the house of the master. You hungry? You want some chapati? Sounds good, eh?
So,
Don't have. I would cook for you if I was with you. Yeah, I would. I would be happy, glad to do that.
thank you, Master.
To serve you. A good saints, good boys, good girls, good saints. Despite your personality or your problems, you are still the saints.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you, Master.
Yeah, only saintly people can do the job that you're doing. It looks easy for you because that's your mission. You like to do it, okay? Not everybody can, even though it looks easy for you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, of course we have hard work sometimes, but for you it doesn't seem like an obligation or something difficult. Yeah? You just do it because you want to.
Yes, sir.
So now, when I was a so-called disciple, every day I cleaned the yard and I wiped the steps, the staircase, and was feeling very happy that I'm cleaning the steps, the footsteps of the saints. Yeah, cleaning the dirt from the foot of the saints. I was very happy to do that. In any ashram, if I have a chance to work, I always feel very happy, feel privileged and feel lucky. Feel there's something inside that's not obligation. Feel very, very, very willing. Do it with love, and with appreciation. Yes. Now we go to India. This is from Egypt, and we went all the way to India, and now we come back to you. Right. And that's that. He sealed the door, yeah? So the next morning, the dervish came. The dervish came back to his house, and then they opened the oven, yeah? And inside they found a wreath of flowers, like those that you give when people die, yeah? Like funeral wreath of flowers, yeah? Inside. But it's all in gold. It's all in gold. Yeah. So the dervish picked up this wreath of flowers, and then from that wreath of flowers dropped down one flower. Yeah. And that used to be the little finger of the beautiful girl, yeah, the snake. When she's a beautiful girl, that was her little finger. So the dervish picked that flower and give it to the man for souvenir. I don't know if he wants to remember that, but probably that's what she wants to give to him. And then the dervish left. He took the rest of the flowers with him. That's it. That's the end of the story. This story is supposed to come from the Jewish community in Afghanistan, according to the book footnotes. So it's not all from Jerusalem, yeah? Okay, it's not. Because the Jewish people, they did not have a country before, yeah? They are all over the planet. Anyway, the story is finished. So, any questions? Any questions?
No, Master.
No, Master.
No, okay. Actually, in many countries, they liken a woman to the snake or the tiger, no? Because women are too dangerous for men. But I'm thinking the opposite, yeah? Look at the men, they don't have to do makeup or anything, and the woman always a gaga over them. And the woman has to wear high heels, put makeup on, dye the hair like me, and still nobody is here. Still no men around. I wonder what else do I have to do. Yeah. In Vietnam, we call woman the beauty. Phái đẹp, tiếng Anh nói sao hả?
Really set?
Huh? Okay, the beauty race, you know? Like man is another race, and we are the beauty race. Yeah. They call us người đẹp, phái đẹp. Yeah. But we never feel that we're beautiful enough, yeah? So women spend a lot of money on everything to make themselves look better or more confident. Well, except you guys. I'm glad you don't have to do it. I do it all for you. Thanks to the camera, yeah, and my job. Anyway, in some of the Vietnamese books, they also tell many stories about snakes and stuff like that. And also the snakes as women, as beautiful, charming women, went into our folklore, into our theater, our poetry and literature, you know, stories, many things. So we women are famous, nah? Yeah. No matter what we call us, snakes or tigers, whatever, yeah? Men still like women a lot, no matter what, snake or not. Because in one of the stories I read before, the man doesn't want to listen to the monk, you know, and kill the snake. And he said his philosophy is that many humans are even more poisonous than snakes.
Wow.
Yeah. Therefore, I love her. I don't care if she's a snake or not. But somehow the priest, I remember, forced himself to intervene in their relationship and kidnapped the snake, took her away and imprisoned her somewhere else. Yeah. In that story, the man wasn't sick, but the monk passing by saw in that, in his aura, you know, there is some kind of evil, he says some evil and dark energy around him. That's why he wanted to kill the snake, to take the snake away. Yeah, and the man was crying, saying many humans are more poisonous than snakes. Yeah. That's his philosophy. I also agree. I agree. If you love somebody so much, yeah, you can just die for her or him. That's okay. Your choice. There was the joke, I remember I told you a long time ago. There was one master and a small disciple, young disciple, living in the mountains. They hardly ever went down to town or anywhere. So one day the master took the young boy disciple with him to town. And he pointed to some woman and said, "These are tigers. Don't look at them. Don't go near them. Don't think of them." Okay, good. And then after they finished whatever they had to do, they came back to the mountain. And the master asked the young boy disciple, "So, did you like the town?" He said, "Yeah, I liked it very much." "What did you like the best over there?" He said, "The tigers." So we women are tigers and snakes and beloved ones. So congratulations to you, huh, guys? Behave yourself. Don't bite. So, okay. Do you want another ghost story or do you want some Jewish story?
Ghost
Ghost story.
Another ghost story?
Yes.
Oh, you're not scared?
No.
All right, ghost story. Tonight is a ghost night, huh? Luckily, I have another one that I told you before. That story, okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
The man with two wives, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, like this. in the city of Bosnan, somewhere in the world. Have a look, see if any footnote here. Bosnan, where? No. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's in Poland. On the bank of water in the Midwest of Poland. Yeah? One of the oldest cities. These are one of the oldest cities in our world. Okay. There, in Poznan, in Poland, there was a man who had a very big house, rich. And his house was built on the side of the street. There was a very big basement under the house. But the door to the steps, the staircase to go down to the basement was always locked. One time, there was one young man, he went down there, he had the keys in his hand, and he wanted to open the staircase door. But before he opened it, people found him dead.
Oh.
Over there, in front of that door. The police came and investigated, but they could not find out what happened and why the young boy died. During the 2 years from that day, many weird things happened in the house. And all the bad luck keeps coming. All the food in the house often went rotten very quickly before they could use, even though it's fresh and just bought, it became rotten, could not eat. Then many bread, worms and stuff like that. Yes. And even when they give it to the dogs didn't want to eat because it smells stinky and terrible, with all the worms swimming in it. Then, also those who stay inside the house often saw in the lights, the lamps or the furniture or the jewelry, thrown all over the house chaotically. So more and more, they got fearful, scared. And then, one by one, they moved out of that house. And because of their fear, they're so terrified, and their fear was so great, it also affected other people in the town. So they all got together, that town, and then tried to find out, discussing how to get rid of the ghosts in that house. You can see me, yeah?
Yes, Master.
I don't see you very well. I can see, but not too. I don't see myself very well there. It's okay, very clear, huh?
Very clear.
Yes, very clear.
Yeah, wow. This is really a miracle, you know that? I am thankful for this. This is one of the miracles I'm very impressed with. Every day, like sometimes I use a safety pin. Yeah, they're so very tiny safety pin. Tiny ones, some very tiny, yeah?
Yes, yes.
About 1-2 centimeter tiny. They used to pin those, name of the clothes on top of the dress or something. Yeah. And we have to take it off, the tag. And I was thinking, my God, how can any machine be so clever, more clever than humans, that can make such a tiny safety pin like this? See what I'm saying? With a complete trap and hook and everything in it. Like the big one. The big one may be easier, but so tiny. And it's exactly like a safety pin. I'm always impressed every day. Now it's not much because I stay in one place. Even if I move to another place, but not like I'm going out a lot or buying things, you know what I'm saying? Interacting or doing a lot of activities. So there's not much for me to be impressed with. But even when I see the dog food, the dog pellets they made, some are small, some are big, and they make into the shape of the heart shape for the dog. I don't know if the dog care what shape the food is. They chow down before they even see, but they take care take time to do this kind of product. And I was sometimes touched, and impressed and grateful that I live in this type of humans period, that many conveniences are abound, that our lives are more very, very comfortable. Yes?
Yes, Master.
I asked people to bring me this the machine that you had outside that has cold water, ice cold water and hot water at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah, I never knew it existed. Yeah, until just some months ago. They're moving dogs around and they say there's a machine like that. I said, if they don't use it, then what to do? How big is it? Then they told me, before I knew that you guys have them, but I thought it's big, Yeah. And then now some of your brothers described to me that's not big. It's just about 1 meter something, yeah?
Yes.
And it's about 40 centimeters wide, square like that. So I said, oh, give it to me. Oh, I could use it. It would be heaven if I want a tea. I just open the tap and the boiled water come out. It saved me many minutes to go out get the filter water and then wait to it to boil and not worry about if I forget it's all boiled out and whatever. It happened. Yeah, before. Oh, I said, and then after they brought it, I thought, wow, it's heaven. It's really like heaven. And that is the second heaven I had. Because before, when I'm alone, I don't go to the public lecture or go to the ashram, the public ashram, then I do everything myself. Like I wash the clothes myself, because I don't have a lot of clothes and simple clothes, so I wash by hand. But then the work, the Supreme Master TV work and the dogs and all that really dragged me down. It's too time consuming. So I asked whether or not I could have a small washing machine, very small, that fits in the small bathroom. And then they made it. And that was like heaven for me. Because the water comes in by itself. You don't have to wait for the tap to run the water into the bucket. Well, I used to do that before. It's no problem. When I live in a tent and all that, or even after the 10, I could do that. It's just now I have more work than ever.
Yes, Master.
So this little small washing machine is like heaven to me. and this ready-made water, hot water, cold water,
Yeah.
If the dogs come, I just open the water for them, yeah? And I don't have to go filter the water or go to the filter area. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, because this one we don't have to keep changing the filter. We change every half a year even. That's even another heaven type of of lifestyle, Oh, I was so happy.
Yeah.
So every day, whatever I have, I really appreciate it and I really am grateful. Yeah, in the physical life, I have it better than many masters consider in the old times, Like when Guru Nanak, it has nothing to do with the ghost. You want to hear?
Yes, Master.
Continue?
Yes.
Okay, my calendar, okay. Even Guru Nanak, when he walked around to go to spread the teaching to his disciples or visit his other town disciples, he have to walk in the forest and eat whatever berries, or wild fruit or vegetable if he find. For example, like that, yes. And the Buddha have to go outside to beg for food every day, as a monk's tradition, as a sign of detachment, you understand me, of possessions. Otherwise, he could ask his king father to supply him every day, supply for all the monks also. But because at that time, the monks should go out and do the alms round. Number one, to continue the humility. Number two, to continue the detachment of possessions of any kind. Number three, to bear it when you don't have food. To go through anything, to continue your practice, so that you're not attached to any places or any utensils or any comfort. Nowadays, I'm just too comfortable, but I cannot do what the Buddha did, because nowadays Every country's law is forbidden to go out begging. Oh, they still do it, the homeless, yeah? But still, it's not like a lawful thing, not like natural, like in India in those times, in old times. Also, so much work that ties me up, in one place. Even if I keep changing places, but still, I need a place. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
It doesn't have to be big. The smaller, the better for me. I keep telling you that. And it is true also. But I need it. So to cover, computer, internet box, telephone, whatever it is, we need it.
Yes, Master.
Yes.
Also to keep myself well, in the safe cover area so that I don't get sick that easily or get a cold or something. Then our work would be delayed or stopped, yeah?
Yes.
Or affected in some negative way. You know that also, right?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
You also cannot go out and live the way the Buddha's monks do. You cannot. Yes, you have to stay in a place, with a safe place, yeah? And have a place to rest so that you can work. And then you have to have food ready for you because you don't have time to go out into the town and then to beg or all that. And maybe the police will catch you. Yeah, that's a problem also, huh? Yeah. So now we have to be independent financially and stuff. But still, I prefer small place, yeah? Small place is enough. If I have many clothes even, I could hang on the wall, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Just make a two hook and on two corners and then hang all the clothes there. That's what I did before. Even that, don't even need a lot of cupboard or anything. I don't have any cupboards. I have those drawers that belong to the working table, like what you have,
Small cabinet.
and a cabinet underneath, yeah?
Yes.
I use them to put some of my clothes in, and that's all I need. That's all. That fits enough for my clothes and some little makeup, powder, anti-shining powder, yeah. And actually, this is a lot more already. I wish I have less, because if I have more things, I feel too, like clustering, you see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
I don't feel free. Before I used to live in caves, I felt better then. I felt like the cave is very big. But if I live in the house, I feel the house is small. I don't know why, because maybe the building, the bricks and the stuff like that, it feels heavy, huh? Okay. When I live in a tent, I feel even better, feel like free. Very near nature, not much to take care. That's a free life that I love so much. Yeah, I'm not as happy now as when I was living in a tent next to the river, where there was no need to pay for electricity, no worry about bills. We had water from the river, we just filtered it, yeah? Actually, we didn't have to. I told them to dig the hole on the river bank, so whatever the water that had run from the river into that hole underneath, yeah? Then it's so clean and clear, and then we just use some cloth, our clothes or something, a towel, to filter one more time. Perfect. Yeah, so we never had to pay too many bills. That was happy time. And we did silly things like the coal, the ash that we cook, I usually put on the face to do theater every day. Just to make fun, and doing theater. Yeah. Even we had a camera, a small video, so maybe some of it is still left. You can dig it out and have a look. Every day they thought of how to make some theater to make me laugh. Yeah, just some silly stuff. It's very funny, very funny. Like if a fat nun, they make her play princess. Yes. And then instead of put just a few spots of ashes on her face, they use the bottom of the pot, very black, put all over her, make her play the part of princess. They just make all kind of things. And then they made me a crown of wide, this kind of crawling plants, yeah? They use a crawling plant to thread a crown for me. stick in some flowers. It's very cute. And then they're all, prostrated in front of me like a king and stuff. We play very nicely like children. We were very happy then. And I slept on the ground, in the open. I had also tent, of course, but I only went inside whenever it rained. I didn't like to go inside. So I slept on the ground with those tatami, yeah? The thin one that you roll and you bring to the beach, yeah, in some countries. So I slept on that. And it was okay, no mosquito, nothing ever bothered me. And nowadays I have house, they even sneak in to bite. Yeah, that was a happy time. That was truly a monk's life, style. Before that, we did have a little piece of land in Sihu already, yeah? Small one, like down in the forest hall. Yeah. Not even the whole forest hall like that, just where some of the tents, yeah? That's where we had smaller, maybe half an acre or an acre or something, less. So we stay there and then we make something to sell. So we had some money and we saved some. So when we went to Hào Trá, make tent, live in tent like that for a while, we didn't need to go begging. In Taiwan, it's not allowed to go begging for monks, and I don't see any of them. Most of them live in a big temple anyway, comfortable, more comfortable than me. And, people come and make offerings to them. It's also good like that, And they offer service to the followers, yeah?
Yes.
So there's a two-way service. I like that life very much. I keep telling you, no? Didn't I tell you before?
Yes.
Living in a tent?
Yes.
Yeah. On the riverbank, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, but the riverbank has also higher steps, higher area. So we camped on the higher area and we went down a little bit. Not too high, so that you have to climb very hard. It was very nice, nicely. You just step on some stones and you're up to your tent. And then you step down a little bit and you wash your clothes there, and then you take the water to cook, and the clothes are dry in no time on the hard rock. Huh? It was a good life. It's similar to the life I lived in India before. I told you, in Rishikesh, yeah?
Yes.
I love this kind of life. I don't miss anything except that. Except that life. I miss it sometimes so much. So much. Feel so free. You understand me?
Yes, Master.
Feel so free. We don't need a lot of money. We have a very simple life. Just go out and get some simple things, the basic staple food like rice or potatoes, yeah? Some vegetables that last long, like cauliflower and cabbage and potato, carrots and all that. These last a very long time, yeah? Could last without a refrigerator, yeah. And if you want it cool, you put it in a bag and dip it in the water under the rock so it doesn't fly away. So it's very natural. You don't have to pay anything. So wonderful. Of course, we had a little camera and they did the theater sometimes, but we didn't always use it. And if it ran out of battery, we asked some brother to come in and charge it in his home and bring it back to us. Yes. That kind of life was really, I really love it so much. So happy time, so happy. We never had any problems, quarrel, or any bad words, or any, bad temperament, or quarreling with each other. Nothing, nada, niente, nix. Always happy every day. Either sit there on the rock meditating, or hibernate in the tent, or walk around the banks, or climbing the mountains, or go look for some wild food, wild vegetables. Yeah, everybody was happy. Yeah. I was happy. I never asked if they're happy or not, but I never saw them crying or complaining, so they must have been happy. Yes. Nobody wanted to come back to Sihu before. Yeah, we had a little piece of Sihu there before. We didn't have as big as now. You see what I'm saying? Just a 1/50th of it. Yeah. 1/5 of it. Yeah. Or 1/10 of it. I don't know. 10% of what we have now. Something like that. Even then, we didn't want to come back. It's more convenient, but didn't want to. But then I had to. Maybe I had to because of some program. I already wanted to go out to lecture. Already prepare or something. I don't remember why we came back. Yeah, must be some lecture waiting. Yes. Okay, you want the ghost. Not my calendar. I'm going to read you the ghost. Why was it that I talked so long? Did I? I already started the story, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the man died. Nobody knew why, yeah? And then after many weird things happened, then they tried to get many priests. They went to the temple, the church, and asked the high priest named Joel, the priest who stay in the other city of Samos. He was very famous about doing miracles and magic. So they all went there and requested him to come to help to get rid of the ghost for them. And then, of course, the high priest Joel immediately went to the haunted house. And then he was very sincerely and kindly requesting all these ghosts, please leave the house. He asked them, why are you haunting this house? Don't you know? He talked to them, he preached to them. He said, don't you know that you have no right to stay among living human beings? According to your position, your race, yeah? You should go to some wilderness or somewhere ugly, dirty. You should not stay among humans. Who allow you? Who allow you to stay with humans? So the ghost, the soul of the ghost, answer him. He could talk to the ghost. You see, some people can. Yes, some of my disciples can. Association members can. So the ghost said to the high priest Joel, in general, is it like that? Yes, but this house belongs to us, and we have the right, legal right to stay here. Yeah. So the priest Joel asked him, how do you know that this legally belongs to you guys? Yeah, when you never went to the court to claim it or to declare it. Yes. Okay, so now, first thing is that you have to bring your story, your complaint. Go to the Bosnian court, yeah? And then if your case is correct and if you win the court case, then you can say that you have the right to possess this house. Nobody can put himself above the law, even the ghost. That's what the priest said to him. Yeah, to them. The ghost heard all this advice, and then they agreed. They say, okay, we will go to Poznan court and air our grievance. Next day, together with the high priest Joel and also the other lesser local priests and the human owner of the house and the ghost went to the court. When everybody sat down already, suddenly they heard a voice, but they didn't see anyone. They just heard a voice. And that voice say, Your Honor, please, I want to explain my situation. Is that long time before today, a long time ago, there was a person. He was a jeweler. He makes jewels, yeah? He's a jeweler, right? Jeweler. He stayed in that house. And then he had two wives. One was the human wife, and the other one was a demon wife, or a ghost wife. But he loved the ghost wife more than the human wife. He loved her so much that even in the middle of the prayer time, he would drop it and run back home from the church in order to be with the ghost wife. So, like that, he continued to stay with the two wives, and both of them had born children with him. But the human wife did not know anything about the second wife, who was the ghost. But one day, she found out. It's like this. In the feast of Passover, you know Passover, yeah?
Yes.
You know, the festival of Passover, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
You know what, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a festival to celebrate the time that the Jews escaped from Egypt and passed over the sea to be in safety. Yeah, otherwise they would have been chased by the Egyptian army, and they will not be able to survive. Yeah. Because after they pass over the water, the sea opened for them to pass over, to walk over, and after they all walked over, the sea closed it again. So the other soldiers of the Egyptians were drowning or dared not come down. Yeah. You know that story, right?
Yes,
Just in case you forgot. So now, where were we? Yeah, one day the human wife found out, because it was the festival, the Passover feast, and in the middle of the party, the husband stood up saying that he had to go to the bathroom. But the mother and many children, their children were waiting a long time and didn't see him coming back. So she stepped out and went looking for him, worried that something might happen to him. And then she went home. She looked everywhere in the house and didn't see him. In the bathroom didn't have. So she went down to the basement. And because the basement door was always locked, so she looked through the hole of the lock, and she saw a beautiful furniture set, you know, with a table and sofa and chair, gold-plated. And there was a beautiful bed, luxuriously decorated. And on that bed, there was one beautiful woman sitting there without any clothes. Yeah. And on top of that, her husband was kind of embracing her and, you know, kissing her and all that, as a husband would have done to a wife. So this woman, the poor human wife, was so scared, frightened. She ran back to the dining room. She could not speak one word. She just sat there, you know, as if she had lost her mind. And all her body, you know, became trembling. Yeah. After a while, the husband came back to the dining table. The wife also did not say anything. And then all the evening after that, she never spoke one word to him. Next morning, when the light broke, she immediately went out to have a look, to find the priest, and told him everything that she had seen. And then the priest, you should know this is a Jewish story, okay? So a priest is like a rabbi also, yeah? And some rank like that. So she talked to the rabbi instead of, I just say the priest, but it's a rabbi, you know, in their language. in their religious terminology. So she went and found the rabbi and told him everything that she saw. And then the rabbi asked the husband to come to him. And then the husband confessed everything. The husband said, yes, Rabbi, everything you heard is all correct. It's like that. I have another wife, but she doesn't belong to the human race. So then the rabbi gave him some kind of bùa, là tiếng bùa, tiếng Anh là nói gì hả? Bùa. I know, I just forgot. Some kind of talisman, you know? Talisman, yeah?
Yes.
To protect him from, people, sometimes the magician or the priest give people something to hold on or to wear, so to, to defend from the negative force or some negative ghost or something like that. So he gave him one of these talisman kind of papers, yeah, and gave it to him and told him that, and he wrote many names of the saints on it, and then wore it on his neck. Yeah. After a while, this really had an effect, and he could never be so intimate with that ghost wife anymore. And then finally, he abandoned her. Yeah. Oh, everybody was all ears, And the ghost continued saying, many years already. Many years passed, and then the jeweler passed away. Before he died, the ghost wife came to him and was crying big tears and told him, please, darling, please have pity on many of our young little children. Yes. Don't make them become homeless. Yeah. So, and then the ghost, she used all her charm, a smile and all that at him, and sat next to him, and then hug him, embrace him until he agreed to let this ghost wife and the children stay in one part of the house. That is the basement. Yeah. They are staying in the basement now. That's where they stay up to now, yes. And many, many more years passed. Wow, the ghosts live long, eh? All the people died, they're still there. Many, many more years passed, and the whole of Poland had to endure war, chaotic situations and refugee situation and all that. And during the killing time of Khmelnytsky in Poland, yeah, all the family of the juror had been killed and died. None of them survived. None of the family of the juror survived. They all had been killed and died. So then the ghost concluded thus: we are the only ones that are left from the family of the juror. So this is the rightful heritage for us. So we are the owners of this place, because this is from our ancestor, from our father and ancestry. After the ghost finished telling his story, the present owner of the house stood up and also aired their complaint. They said to the court officials, Your Honor, we bought this house with our hard-earned honest money. So we are the rightful owners of that house. On the contrary, this group of ghosts just, I would say, invaded the house. So they cannot be the rightful owners. Also, they are not humans, yeah? They should not live among humans. After the court heard both sides of the story, they met and discussed the story, and afterward, the chief of the court officials had a verdict like this. Yes, we observe that these people, the humans, have bought this house completely according to the law. Yeah. So the ghost group has no right at all concerning this house, cannot stay here. And moreover, when the ghost wife asked the husband to leave them some of these possessions, she did not use the lawful way. She used a kind of tricky way, charming him, seducing him in the ghost way, evil way. And also there was no evidence of any kind to show that this ghost was really the wife of the dead juror. So this group had no right at all concerning this house to stay there or to claim it. Besides, this is the place for humans to stay. It was not a wilderness. Yes. So, according to the decision of the court, the Rabbi Yoel sincerely, passionately requested all the ghosts to please leave the basement of the house, and they had to go somewhere in the wilderness, somewhere without humans living, to find a place to stay. So all the ghosts obey this court case decision as well as the rabbi's advice, so they moved. Since then, the people who live in the house did not have any more problems, any more weird happenings, or any weird things happen in the house anymore. Also, no more story now. Okay lah, huh?
Yes, thank you,
Thank you, Master.
Yeah. Oh my God. Everywhere we have why in every period of the time on earth. If not war there, and war here. That war in Poland, lasted for more than 10 years, and many people died. Just died for nothing. Because the Ukraine people were there, and then they fought with Poland. Ukraine didn't want Poland to control them, so they made a revolution and then fighting with each other. From 1648 to 1657, almost 10 years, huh? A lot of people died. It's almost like ethnic cleansing. It's very sad. Our story of the world, of the earth, is really a sad story, yeah?
Yes.
If you keep continue reading the history. We have not learned much since ever. Since forever. We war, we kill, we possess. So, we cannot blame the ghosts in here, can we?
No,
No,
Master.
Master.
Sometimes you go through the official channel. It doesn't mean that you will get the attention you need, or the just decision that you need from the law either. See what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
Master.
Yes, Master.
Our word is much still the word of the strong. Yeah? The strong oppress the weak. If you die, I live. This kind of word. And I don't know how people continue this trend of life because it's useless. Sooner or later, we will all die anyway. What for? Fighting so much for this and that, for the house and for the land or anything. Yes. All those in the story, the humans had the right to live in that house, to own the house, because they bought it with their own, rightly earned money. Yeah. Still, the ghosts were also not at fault. Yeah?
Yes.
Because there is a common law that if a man and a woman stay together and even have children together, then they are family. They are rightly a couple, even though they don't have an official marriage certificate or a marriage of some kind. See what I'm saying? There's a common law. They call it common law wife, common law husband. Yes. In the old time, we didn't need to tell anybody that we're married, or we didn't need any marriage certificate. It's more complicated nowadays. That certificate makes more complications, because if you want to be free, get out of it, oh, that's another trouble. You have to go to the court again to declare that you don't want to be together. And only if the other partner also agrees to divorce, otherwise there will be more trouble. And then the children, who goes to whom, and how much money for each and all that. Oh God, what do we do? What are we doing in this world to each other and to ourselves? And call ourselves civilized and all that. Yeah. To be honest with you, the ghosts here, they have more right than many others in our world, humans, who find any way just to rob somebody else blindly, yeah, legally or not. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
And always the stronger side wins, always, almost like that. Just like many people, they live in a very free country, they don't treasure it. They abuse the freedom, They do all kinds of things to make trouble for the country, for the government, for the police, because they're free to do what they want in certain countries. Then until they don't have it anymore, and then they do the same again, also protest the unfreedom, and then complain that the government doesn't give them freedom, it's not democratic and all that. And when they have democracy, when they have freedom, they don't use it wisely. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Master.
Yes, and making more trouble, and then until the government has to change that tactic and become like a more controlling body in order to keep the society in order, in peace, so everybody can continue working to earn a living, not every day having trouble on the street, or destruction on the street, and broken doors or broken glass of the businesses, and people don't dare to go out to open their shops and cannot go out to work, and because of traffic stopped and because of danger of the protesters or whatever that is. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is not right either, yeah?
No, Master.
And in some countries they don't have the right to even protest, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, so they also have so-called peace. They have also peace, but then under suppression, yeah, that's also not right. So we have to do everything in the middle way, we have to not do anything in the extreme. I think that's the best, because we have to consider others around us, yeah? Consider others who have less than what we have, under any situation. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Even in the free country, sometimes they don't always have this justice. And the court and the police and the one on the side of the law are not always fair and just either, yeah? It depends also on the location and who is the judge, who is the police also, like that. It's very difficult to live in this world, isn't it, huh?
Yes.
That's true.
I feel sorry for humans all the time. Yeah, many things happen without justice. Many people live in fear, even in the country of freedom. I heard, recently some country during the election, yes, one party keep, threatening the other party members and making them fearful to identify themselves as belonging to what and what party. I read that in the newspapers. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is not right. And that's supposed to be the most democratic country in the world, or at least one of the most. And people are fearful to identify themselves as a party member of what party. They are fearful to even show their ideal, their opinion. Everyone is entitled to have a choice, yeah, and an ideal choice of what party they should belong to or support, and what president they should support and believe. But using fear tactics, like that, is not right, okay? And it happened in many countries, not just one. Even the most so-called free country, it has this kind of things, that people are stalking each other to write down their ID so that they can identify who's the so-called enemy. The other party is not your enemy. Yeah, doing like that, you divide the country, you divide your strength, and then the enemy might win. That is the thing. And then you might lose your freedom before you even know it. Because you broke it, because you ruin it, because you make it damaged. Like if a house has a hole or something, then snakes or insects and all that will come in and will harm you, okay?
Yes.
Any questions about the ghosts?
Yes, Master.
Yes? Oh, you have questions? Wonderful.
For the ghost, Master, some people will die and become ghosts. Then why is that so? And how long will they remain a ghost before they can reincarnate or go somewhere?
It depends on their karma, eh? Depends on how much bad karma they did and what kind, okay? They don't always stay ghosts forever. They will reincarnate, but sometimes take longer, yeah? Or some take shorter. They die and then became ghosts. They call it actually evil spirit. Okay, ghosts is fine, more or less it's the same, or demons. They became demons or ghosts because they don't have enough sin to go to hell, okay? And they don't have enough karma, good karma, to become a human. They don't have enough karma in the animal category that they could be reincarnated as animals, yeah? So every race of beings on this planet, for example, has a category where their soul will belong. If they don't change their way of life, why they have a chance? Like we are having human body now, okay? We can do many things. We can do charity, we can help each other, we can seek the enlightened master to enlighten us, and then we'll be liberated forever, okay? But once you lose a human body, it's difficult. Like, for example, if you are a pig, you cannot come and look for an enlightened master. Would be very lucky if you are not tortured somewhere in some slaughterhouse already. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes.
But animals, they know all this. They know more than humans. I don't mean all animals know or care about enlightenment, but many of them do. They understand. It's just they don't have a choice. They cannot go anywhere and talk to humans or find a center of Supreme Master CHINGHAI to get initiation. You see? One time in Costa Rica, I lived there for a while, and the disciple went out and brought a car full of vegetables and food to bring back to cook, yeah? Yeah. The pickup truck behind is empty, and there are vegetables and food and fruit and all that on it, yeah? and they just park inside the driveway. And the cow, at that time we never had any, how you say, fence around any of our centers. And the cow from the neighbor somewhere went running to the truck. And this is a true story. Some people who know him are still alive in Costa Rica. Some sisters, brothers are still alive. I was there too. And he went to the truck full of vegetables and fruit and beautiful, fresh and nice. He did not take any. He took an initiation paper form in his mouth. And stayed there for a while, and then later he just left. Nobody looked at him. Nobody saying anything. I think Thống, he still remembers this story. If you ask him, he was in Costa Rica with me. And there's another time, one dog, a wild dog, stray dog somewhere came in front of Thống, and knelt there in front of him and kept crying with tears and everything. Yeah, for a while, and then left, of course. And all the spiders that I have encountered, they say they listen to my teaching. They don't eat live insects anymore.
Oh.
I told you last time, no?
Yes.
Yeah, like that. And the skunk also like that. He doesn't want to eat anymore of the live things like live insects or live animals, like snails and frogs and all that in the garden. He didn't want to. That's why he asked my dog how to find other food, no? Okay. Is that answer okay for you?
Yes, Master. Thank you, Master.
Any other questions? There are many kinds of ghosts, Some are okay, yeah? Some have tremendous power. Some don't have. That's why some ghosts can manifest themselves, can transform themselves into humans looking like, or any other animals they like, just to do something. And doesn't have to be ghosts to have that power. Many of the other animals, they can do that too, if they have enough power. Not every of them has the same power, you see. So this ghost wife of the jeweler, she must have had some very good merit also, you see, apart from having a karma to be a ghost. A ghost is the one who cannot go to hell, who does go to hell, who cannot go to heaven, who cannot be reborn as human, and who cannot be reborn as any other except to be a ghost. But they feel like they're human. They live in the house and they are attached to it, just like you are living in your house. You know you are a ghost after a while, but before that maybe you did not know, thinking that you're not a ghost. So, and you live just like everyone else, and then you can also transform yourself into a human and marry with a human man or woman. These are not just folklore stories, these are true stories. Okay? Yes. And some animals, they also can transform themselves, like the snake story.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Not a lot of these stories, but it happened. Yeah, there are some like that. So make sure you meditate well. So you don't have to become a snake or ghost, and so none of the snakes will transform themselves and come to you. Yeah? And take you out of your comfort zone. Okay, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Any other questions, love?
Usually, Master, the stories are the snakes that transform into humans. Is there a reason that snakes instead of other animals?
Also, yeah, there are like foxes. But often they talk about foxes and snakes more than other animals. Maybe if they are born into these types of beings, that means they have some special power. Others who are also ghosts don't have this kind of power. But those who are born in there, that is maybe that special category with that kind of power. And they also practice. Yeah, some can live many thousands of years. And they can transform any time into anything they want. But they are not like enlightened. You see what I'm saying? They will have magical power. They have mind power to control their body and the environment. They can manifest not just their own body, but many other things, like a beautiful house or something, or some fruit, or some trees. It depends on what purpose they want at that time. But they cannot stay like a human forever. They can have power to manifest for a while only. Because anything takes energy. You see what I'm saying? Yes.
Yes.
So if they are with the husband or something, then they manifest, or they transform into humans. But whenever they can, like they sneak into the bathroom or go out somewhere to be a snake for a while, because it takes sustaining energy to continue to be a human. We humans, we have that already. We don't have to sustain it, except maybe we have food and drink and all that. But that power to be a human is already inherent before you were born. That's why you can be a human. Yes, for them it's different. They're destined to be a snake or whatever that is, because they did not have enough human quality. Remember I told you how many points in order to be a human?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Therefore humans are also different. Some humans have more human quality, they become more noble and beautiful inside out. And some are ugly. Some are less noble. Some are not kind. Some are savage. Some are stupid. Some are more intelligent. That is because of the power, a human power, more or less. Thus, human quality is different. You see what I'm saying? Human intelligence is also different. It depends on what merit you earn in the past life in order to have a human's quality as you have in this life. Okay, huh? Ghosts, they also like that. They have different kinds of merits. Maybe they have studied magical powers before, so after they left the human body, they still have it. Yeah, and because they practice very hard and it's ingrained in them already. They might not have enough merit to be a human, but they have enough merit to retain their power. And then they continue practicing in that direction to continue to sustain their physical existence on the planet. Do you understand me? Yes. And then they have power to manifest sometimes into humans. In the story of the monkey goes to the west, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
If you read it or if you saw the film, I mean the good film from China, not the one that they saw before, that was just an abbreviation. And there was one disciple of CHINGHAI, yeah? He's a pig, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. He's a human, but his face looked like a pig, yes. And he mostly liked to eat a lot, yeah? And was lazy and complaining, but he's a good-hearted boy. And then if he falls in love with a woman, it's not allowed, but he does. He did sometimes. And then he transformed himself into a beautiful, young, handsome man. Huh? And then after a while, he was tired. He said, oh, I look like this. Keep changing. It's very tiring. So, I'm like this. He was tired of using his power to change into a gentleman and handsome looking. So one day he just told her, I'm like this, It's too tiring to keep changing. Yeah. Like that. Many ghosts, they also don't have as much power as the ghosts in this story, yeah? That could even speak loudly and clearly in human language like that. But in order to do that, it takes them a lot of power. You see, energy, okay? After that, they go home, they may be exhausted, have to replenish their energy again in some form of a magical practice. You see what I'm saying? Yes. So, and mostly ghosts are not allowed to stay with humans because their energy is darker, lower, heavy, yeah? If they stay around humans, they will affect humans in a bad way. That's why I'm trying to room up all these zealous ghosts around the planet. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, some of them are very stubborn and strong. They are powerful. They are not as powerful as some big god, but they are powerful at some level. So therefore, in the astral world, they often go up to the higher astral level and fight with the heaven there to get more property, more space, yeah, or just fight or something. Yes. But some ghosts are weaker, you know. They don't have enough power, but they could make trouble also. Like if they don't want you in the house for some reason, they throw. They have enough power to throw your utensils, like your pot and pan, and break all your glasses, things like that. Yeah, to make noise, to make you go, because they think that the house belongs to them, or they just possess it by chance because that house has not been occupied for a long time. So just like humans, you know, some houses are empty. Some people, they don't have a house, they just go there and live, yeah? Until maybe the other owner come or police come, then they move. Just like in this story, ghosts and humans similar. It's just that they are not allowed to stay around humans because their energy will suck humans' energy, make them tired, make them sick, or make them do wrong things, even mentally, not just physically. Got that?
Yes, Master.
So many of the zealous demons, they are stronger than that. They can influence humans' decision and ability. So some humans are possessed or affected by demons, these zealous demons so much. They could not speak well. They slur their words. You understand?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. Or sometimes saying this but meaning that. Or saying not the correct words. The correct word but slurring. You see? People cannot hear very well. It's not all people in that situation are possessed by demons, but if they are, it often happens like that. Any questions about that? No?
No,
No more? Okay. So I continue then. You don't have to worry about these ghosts or demons. If you keep your mind straight, your heart clean, okay? Your purpose noble, and no ghost can go near. Not even far away. They cannot harm you, okay? They lie to suck energy of humans so that they can feel good, so they can sustain better their energy. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
They can take your energy, make it become their energy. So just like as you can continue living, they can continue living. You see that?
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
Just like in that story, we have some like that in Vietnam also. They suck your energy until you have no more left. Some are powerful. They suck out immediately all together and they store it in their body to continue to be human for a while. And some cannot digest it, so they have to stay nearby and suck it a little bit every day, like you eat every day. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, this world is full of demons and ghosts and goblins and whatever not. Huh? Just because you don't see it. Lucky you don't see it. Because they look hideous, you know, if you see the real image. They're scary sometimes. Some of them are scary. But if a person is straight and good, yeah, and noble, no ghost ever can go near or do anything to them. In Vietnam we say, ma bắt coi mặt người ta. It means even if the devils want to catch you, they have to see who you are first, yeah? Meaning they cannot mess with good people. You understand? Yeah.
Yes, Master.
Many of the political situations and systems in the world have been influenced also by some of these bad, powerful demons, energy, okay? I have been trying hard to catch some of them, but we also need the excuse. You saw that? Yeah, even, you see in this story now, huh? Yeah, I have to go to the court and all that, and the court has to decide that this is not your right, yeah? You have to have good excuse. You see what I'm saying? And there is no evidence that you are the wife. Yeah, it's true. How can you prove it? It's a ghost. They didn't go to marriage council or magistrate. Yeah, to sign a marriage contract or anything, right?
Yes.
So they have no proof. It's also a good excuse, yes. Or if they do something bad. But not everyone can get rid of demons, though. Yeah. Because, as you see, sometimes they go to some churches, you know, some priests can do it, but some priests cannot. Because they don't have enough power. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. If there are no more questions, then you may go to snore. It's 3 o'clock. For me, it's a normal time, but I hope you can still wake up at 6 to meditate.
Yes.
Okay, huh?
Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Yeah. I was thinking, you know, I'm always trying to do something as a master, because after all, I cannot always ignore everybody. Yeah, I cannot just ignore my work. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Just like you are in a position you have to do. And I feel often that time is so short, you know? Time is so short. If I don't do this now, I don't know when I can, yeah? And whatever I tell you is like I tell to the whole world. It's like that, so everyone will benefit somehow, yeah, through the story. Let them have something more than just this physical body or the physical existence to think of, yeah? Let their mind be for a while, you know, be more inward and contemplating all the intrigue facts of life. Yeah, life is really too short. Okay, huh? Yeah. And also for them to know that a beautiful appearance doesn't always mean good. Yeah, smooth talking like the ghost. Yeah, trying to charm the husband into giving the possession to her that way. Yeah. Then it's also not good. But most people love sweet talk. Therefore, we have many unhappy marriages. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, sweet talk, good looks. Yeah, and then fall into. That's why they say fall in love. They didn't say lift in love. Fall in. If you fall in something, you're helpless, no?
Yes.
Eh? No good, right?
Yes.
Fall in. Like you fall in the pit. Worse, if you fall in the pit, you can ask somebody to give you a ladder to climb up, no? Fall into a bad relationship is forever. It's suffering a lot. But sometimes it's not one party's fault, you know? Even if somebody gets out of the marriage and blames the husband or blame the wife, it's not always the correct answer, yeah?
Yes, Master.
It takes two to tango, that's what people say, right? It takes two to tango, yes. It's just incompatibility, yeah? It's just bad karma from the past. You understand me?
Yes, Master.
Otherwise, in the whole world, why don't you fall in love with anybody else? Why him? Why her? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, it's because of that. It's just the karma we had to go through. So nobody's fault, really. So if your marriage is good, then you stay well. You'll be happy. If not good and you can get out, then also feel lucky. Yeah? Yeah, better than continue in misery, no?
Yes.
All right. No matter whose fault, right? Yes. Just sometimes personality conflict, yeah? Incompatibility, bad karma, former enemies come back, all kind of things. So the practitioner should know that very well, right? The disciple, my so-called disciple, should know that. No complaining in any situation. Just be patient and wait. When the time comes, things will settle. Right? Better. Okay, my love?
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I let you free now. Go sleep well, okay? Yes.
Thank you.
One day you don't sleep, it won't hurt you. Okay? You won't die, I promise. I promise, because it happened to me. I won't die, okay? Yeah, don't be afraid that you cannot sleep that day. Don't be afraid you don't have food that day. Afraid of nothing, okay?
Yes.
You will get by. You will get by, you will get better tomorrow.
Yes.
We are practitioners, invincible. Yeah, tough. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
We are tough. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We can change the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go vegan. Yeah, world vegan, world peace. We are talking like revolution. But people aren't scared of us. They know we are just vegetable. Weak vegetable. You weak vegetable. Weak vegetable. Good. You guys know how to act. I'm impressed. Yeah, you're not born actor, you're not trained, but you did well. All of you, any of you. Just pick any of you out, then you can act. It's because you're enlightened. Yes? Because you're clean inside. You have a focus on your noble purpose. So all the good quality comes out, yeah? And if it doesn't come out, that means something wrong with you. Nobody to blame. Huh? And just try again, okay? Just like you stumble, you fall, just stand up, walk again, right?
Yes, Master.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you,
Night,
Master.
If I don't see you before, Happy New Year. Yes, always be better for New Year's, okay? Any wish before New Year comes? Any special list of wish? Santa's gone, I'm still here. Any special wish?
I just want to wish Master good health.
Oh, thank you, my love. Thank you. I wish all the world to be enlightened.
Yes, ma'am.
After world vegan, world peace, they should be enlightened. That's even better, okay? But right now, I don't dare to wish so much. Just world vegan, world peace. That's already very lucky for me. But enlightenment is the best thing that we could have, yes?
Yes, Master.
Master.
When I want to thank, long ago, you know, many years ago, I always thank the gods. Yeah, I thank the Almighty and all the gods, yeah, who help. Please help them to be enlightened, even if I have to share all my merit. I thank them for the world's enlightenment, for people's enlightenment, peace, liberation, and love. And they say, no, don't thank us for love. I say, what? Why? Love is, everybody talks about love, no? We have to love each other, no? He said, no. No, not this kind of love in this world. Because it is attachment. It is binding. It is bondage. So don't wish for love for this world. The way they understand it. The way they understand love. Don't wish for that. And don't thank us for that. Just thank for enlightenment, peace, and liberation. That's okay. So I said, good. Then I keep saying that. Because I was surprised, you know. How can I not mention love here? How can I not wish for humans who have love? So they explained that to me. Because in my mind, love is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
So I didn't think there's something wrong. But they say in the world, this love is not good for them. Okay? Whatever love that they think. So just pray for humans to be enlightened, to have peace, enlightenment, and liberation. So you can thank all the gods, Almighty God, every day for that. Not praying for their love. Okay, huh?
Yes, Master.
All right. Okay, thank you, my love.
Good night, Master.
I should not say my love, but you are my love. Okay? Not that kind of love. Okay?
Yes, Master.
Bye then. Bless you.
Thank you, Master.
Love you so much.
Love you, Master.
Thank you.
Love you, Master.
Ciao.
Ciao, Master.